Sommelier Erin Rosar, and I want to share with all of you how to open up a bottle of sparkling wine. Especially during the holidays, I think it's really important. And a lot of times I find that everybody's just kind of winging it. No one's ever actually had somebody go through the steps of how we open up a bottle. So today what I want to go with all the way through for you is how and why we do the steps, and hopefully we open a successfully bottle of sparkling wine. So here we go. What you're going to need is you can just keep a bottle chilled in the fridge and have it ready for you to open. And usually you're going to chill a bottle of sparkling wine about 30 minutes or an hour. We chill a bottle of sparkling wine for a couple of reasons. The main one is that the colder the bottle is, the less volatile those bubbles are. So we're going to get less sort of explosions and less bubbles coming out of the bottle. So we chill them so that the bottle's a little safer to open. Now you might have a bucket, and if you have a bucket, what you're going to do is you're going to mix ice with water so that you're able to completely submerge the bottle so it chills the fastest. So a bucket just filled with ice isn't going to cut it. You need to cut a little bit of the ice with a glass of water or two, and that way you'll be able to put the bottle right inside and it will chill the fastest. Remember that if you are using a bucket, you're going to need to have a towel handy, because when you take the bottle out of the bucket, it's going to be all drippy and slippery, and so just keep a towel handy to keep that safe for you so you can wipe it down. Now, you might need a corkscrew when opening a sparkling bottle of wine. Some of these will have a pull tab on them to be able to open. Others won't have one available for you. So a corkscrew with a serrated knife is your best friend, and you should always have one in your house anyway. But what you're going to do is just underneath where you can see the last sort of little blip here, you're going to cut, and that way you'll be able to tear this off. So you'll just spin that around and just tear this off, and you should be able to take it off in sort of one solid piece. Now what you're going to find in here is you're going to have your cork with your cage. It's really important that you always keep a finger or thumb on here, especially the higher up you go away from sea level, the more pressure is going to be around this bottle, and so the bottle is going to come off a little faster. So always keep one hand on top, keep a firm hand on the bottle. Now the cage here, we're going to twist our cage off. It should be 6 twists or 5, depending on when you count, and that's something that has been unanimously agreed upon with champagne and sparkling wine producers around the world, so that if you're opening a bottle of sparkling wine in a dark place, you know that by the time you get to the 6th or 5th twist, the cork could come off. So it's a little handy trivia to know. So we're going to twist off the cage. Okay. You can do this 2 ways now. Some people like to take the cork off, including the cage, and just go this way. I prefer to take the cage off personally, but again, I use my finger on top of it to make sure that the cork is never not covered. But you're going to do what's comfortable for you. Now what we're going to do, if you would like to, you can use a towel over top of this, okay, to hold the cork. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to twist the bottle and the cork away from each other, and we're going to keep a firm grip on the cork. So we're going to push down because they're going to have a lot of pressure. We have 6 atmospheres of pressure inside a sparkling wine bottle. That's the same as a semi-truck tire, so there's an awful lot of bubbles ready to come out here. So we're going to grab a good hold on here. I'm not going to use a towel so you guys can see what I'm doing. But we hold on a 45-degree angle. This is also going to alleviate some of the pressure in the bottle and let more air out at once. So we're going to just softly twist the bottle and the cork away from each other. And we should be getting near the top. Now this cork made a really big noise, and it's not that it was a crazy amount of bubbles coming inside. This cork has actually got a little piece of plastic on the bottom of it, and the winemaker's chosen to do this so that the wine isn't in contact with the cork. So we'll talk about wine faults another time, but basically if you come across a cork like this, it's got a plastic little bit, it's because the winemaker's decided to keep his wine as safe as possible. So kind of neat, but it does make for a loud noise. Now, a bottle of champagne, when you open it, is supposed to sound like the sigh of a soft woman. This obviously not so soft. So let's talk about pouring champagne. Now we have the bottle open. So you notice once I opened it, I didn't automatically stand the bottle upright. That's something important to know. So you're going to keep it on a 45-degree angle, just let the bubbles disperse a little bit. Then you'll stand it up. Now you hear a lot of people talking about you have to put your finger in the punt, this bottom piece here. It depends if your nails are done or how strong your hands are and if it's comfortable. The whole idea about holding a champagne bottle is hold it safe, what's comfortable for you. So what you can do here, I have 2 different styles of glasses to show you different ways to pour. So if you'd like to hold from the bottom and support the neck, that's great. If you just want to hold from the bottom and pour, it's really up to you. What you're going to do here is pour slowly and in one continuous stream. can see how the mousse, that's what we call the bubbles here, fill the glass. And I'm just pouring very, very, very slowly. You can see how the bubbles start to turn to a liquid underneath. And you want to fill it up about 2/3 full. Okay, so just really beautifully, slowly, and you can see the bubbles start to move in here. And in this glass, same idea, you'll be able to see a little better. We're just going to pour slow, let the mousse fill up the glass. We can stop a little bit if we think it's going to overflow. And just let it go steady. Fill it. You want to leave room at the top for the aromatics to get to you. So those are all the beautiful smells that sparkling wines have. And you have to think of the bubbles as little mini elevators. And they're basically bringing up all the great aromas for you right up to your nose. So we don't swirl sparkling wines. It's actually called bubble bashing. So now you have beautiful champagne or sparkling wine, whichever you've chosen for your holiday. You've opened it successfully. Also, key point to remember is never point the bottle at anybody when you're ready to open it, because you don't know when the cork's coming off. And don't open it standing up looking over top of it. No one wants a cork in the forehead. So that's sort of a key little note thing too that maybe no one's ever said out loud. But I wanted to share with you. Then you raise. It's always good tradition. You must look at somebody in the eye when you give a toast, or it's bad luck. So that's a little bit of some fun trivia as well to go with your holidays. But enjoy sparkling wine. Remember, they're food friendly, they're people friendly. We don't drink enough of them. We most definitely do. Now, hopefully you're comfortable. You're going to have to practice opening sparkling bottles of wine, so you're going to have to share them with good friends. So cheers, happy holidays, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.